Hello everyone, my name is Gemma Lonsdale. It is so good to have you here. I have a prophecy that I really wanted to share with you, and this has been really keeping me awake. I have been awake since 4 o'clock this morning with this running over in my mind and reflecting on it and trying to figure out what is the lesson in this for us, because I think it's really important that if I'm sharing this information with you, that we have a learning opportunity as well with it, and something that we can reflect on as a collective and as a group of people. So I'll share with you the prophecy first, and then we can start looking at the things that I have definitely identified that are learning points where we can do better, where we need to have something better in place. And then I would love to hear if you have anything else to add to that as well below. The prophecy that I am wanting to share with you, it is not the first time that I have shared this. Actually, I did share a very, very brief version on TikTok a long time ago. But I am seeing the King of England abdicating. Okay, so I see King Charles abdicating the throne. Now, we all know that he has been in ill health. He has his cancer. I don't know how he's doing with that. But this I'm being shown isn't connected necessarily to his cancer. What I'm being shown is something that he is actually abdicating and walking away with a dark cloud over his head and his head hanging in shame. So that would indicate to me that there is something either historic has come to the surface, or there is something else that happens that has called him into question in his position as an authority figure. I don't want to speculate on what that is. I'm not being told, I'm not being given anything to share out here, but that's what I'm seeing. And it really starts to draw attention to the fact that we have so many people in positions of power and privilege who historically, and I know it even happens today, where they are able to brush any misbehaviour or anything untoward just under the carpet. They can just make things disappear, okay? And it's not the way that we want to live. It's not the sort of society that we want to live in. And I think we all deserve better. We all deserve better as people. Now, Prince Harry has talked quite a lot about how, the press office, every person within the royal family has a different press officer, a different press person. And the different press offices will play each other against one another, play each other off. So in the media, for example, the media might be coming and saying, well, we've got this, story about the king that we want to share. We want to get our paper sales. And they're saying, well, let's not share that. We don't want you to share that one. But instead of that, what about this on, Princess whoever, or, so we know that happens. And that shouldn't happen either. Things like that shouldn't be happening. We live in a very unequal society. And I'm not expecting people to be superhuman. This isn't about wanting people to be perfect and not be flawed. We're all flawed here. Myself included, we are all flawed. None of us are perfect, okay? We all have skeletons in the closet or things that we've done in the past that we wish we hadn't have done, and we have grown through that and our behaviour has changed. However, if you were in a position of power and privilege and you were governing a country or a large organisation or the world or whatever it is that you're ahead of, the church, you need to be held to a high standard because you need to set the example. And that also means being transparent and holding your hands up when something has went wrong, rather than doing your own thing and brushing things under the carpet. And I'm not suggesting that that's what King Charles has done here. I'm not suggesting that he has just done as he wanted, but we do know that there are people in positions of privilege that do just act how they see fit. They do their own thing and then they brush it under the carpet. They can make it disappear. And we don't want that within our society. This higher power that I connect with, they see everything. So if you're in a position of power and privilege yourself and you're watching this, there's nothing that you have done and that have hidden that isn't being seen by a higher power here. We are in a space of things not being able to be hidden. You know, we have so many different prophets and people rising up that have spiritual gifts that are shedding light on things like this. But we also have a change in the tide where stories are going to surface, evidence is going to come about, and you are going to be held accountable. We need more transparency, really. We need better people in positions of power. And I'm not just singling out King Charles on that. I'm really talking as a collective for all of those positions of power that are taken up at the minute. We need to have better people there. We need to have people there that are looking out for the collective, that want to bridge that gap between the inequality, that want to do better and that want to bring us into a better world, really. Okay, so nothing is hidden. We can certainly look forward to this information coming out. I don't know exactly when. All I've been shown is this calendar year, so sometime within 2025. And then we will have a clearer image of the specifics in regards to that. Okay, so do better, demand better, but also be better ourselves. You know, I think it's really important that we take this opportunity to self-reflect as well and consider where we should have done better and where we intend to do better in the future. It's not just about having that self-awareness and being honest with ourselves. It's about understanding what we can do to change whenever we move forward. So all of us are flawed, but we can always change. We can always be improving.